So how can AI simplify tasks of daily life that non-disabled people take for granted? How can disability spark innovation? How can accessible technology change society for the better? These are the types of questions that my team and I ask ourselves every day, and I hope you'll start asking them too. My name is Sarah, and I'm thrilled to be here with you today in this beautiful city of Lisbon to tell you a bit more about the journey we've been on with accessibility at Apple. At Apple, accessibility is a core value. We believe that accessibility is a basic human right, and this is not something that's new to us. Our first Office of Disability started in 1985, which is 40 years ago, 39 years ago. And for context, that's actually 5 years before the Americans with Disabilities Act even came to pass. So our commitment to accessibility has never been because somebody regulated us to do so, but because we've always believed that accessibility is that basic human right. And that is still our philosophy today. At Apple, we want everyone to be able to use our products in the way that work best for them. And it's our mission to make technology customizable to the diverse needs of all of our users. We strongly believe that technology plays a powerful role in helping people to be more productive, creative, collaborative, communicative, and at the end of the day, to help people live out their dreams. Now, this number is what keeps us grounded. The World Health Organization estimates that 1.3 billion people experience significant disability in the realm of vision, hearing, physical motor, cognitive, or speech. That's 16% of the world's population, or 1 in 6 of us. And we're all likely to age into disability. The number of people over the age of 65 is expected to double by 2050. This is the largest minority that anyone can join at any time. And disability is also a universal part of the human experience. Almost everyone will temporarily or permanently experience disability at some point in their life. So here at Apple, we designed with accessibility in mind from the start and build it into the core of all of our products. We don't rely on third parties to do it for us, and we don't bolt it on as an afterthought. It is a part of our DNA that as we design our products, we try and think about how anyone who wants to use them would have the opportunity to do so. And to make those features built in so they're available right out of the box as soon as you turn a device on. With this approach, we're able to create a cohesive ecosystem. So if a customer learns how to use one of our accessibility features on one device, they can use that same feature on another device. And because we work in the realm of both hardware and software, we're able to integrate accessibility across all of our products and platforms and infuse accessibility in ways that other people may not even be thinking about. And this enables us to innovate in radical new ways. And by continuing to iterate year over year with these principles in mind, we've created a wealth of accessibility features to support a wide range of user needs. So over 40 years, we've learned a few things, and I want to share them with you today. First, accessibility makes an impact. Second, accessibility drives innovation. And third, accessibility drives down or disrupts stigmatization and isolation for people with disabilities. First, let's talk about how, at its best, accessible technology makes a real impact on people's lives. We all know that recent breakthroughs in AI and the incredible innovations that AI promises for our collective future. But at Apple, we've been using AI and machine learning in our accessibility features for years. In fact, it's one of the most important tools in our toolkit, and it's helping us make giant leaps in positively impacting the lives of people with disabilities. For example, eye tracking. Now, third-party eye tracking accessories are an incredible tool for users with physical disabilities requiring an alternative to touch. But we also know that they can be expensive and unattainable for many users around the world. That's why this fall, we built eye tracking directly into iOS and iPadOS. So now you can control an iPhone or an iPad using just your eyes, right out of the box in a private and secure way. Let me show you how it works. Now, eye tracking is powered by artificial intelligence, works across iPad OS and iOS apps, and doesn't require additional hardware or accessories to set up. For users for whom their eyes may be their only way to use technology to connect with others, this represents empowerment, independence, and dignity. Another AI feature, sound recognition, uses on-device machine learning to listen for certain time-sensitive sounds and notifies you when they're detected. We worked with deaf and hard of hearing users to understand what sounds are important to them, and that's reflected in the product. Sound recognition can send alerts for doorbells, smoke alarms, sirens, coughing, and even a crying baby. You can also train devices to learn for custom sounds unique to your personal environment. So, for example, the specific beep of an appliance in your kitchen. And this year, we brought sound recognition to CarPlay, so the drivers who are deaf and hard of hearing can receive critical alerts for sounds like sirens or horns around them. For people who are deaf and hard of hearing, this is real impact. And then there's Apple Intelligence. Apple Intelligence harnesses the power of Apple Silicon to understand and create languages and images, take action across apps, and draw from personal context to simplify and accelerate everyday tasks, all while protecting users' privacy and security. And like everything we do, Apple Intelligence was designed with accessibility in mind. It's an incredible set of tools built for a wide range of users in terms of vision, hearing, cognitive, speech, and physical motor disabilities. For example, writing tools. Now, writing tools are great for everyone, including those with a wide range of disabilities, to express themselves at work and school. You can proofread your text, rewrite different versions until the tone and wording are just right, and summarize selected text with just a tap. And for those with neurodivergence, such as ADHD, tools like priority notifications and reduce interruptions can help minimize distractions by getting summarized alerts that are time critical. And in photos, the Memories feature now enables users to create the movies they want to see simply by typing a description. In addition, natural language can be used to search for specific photos, and search in videos gets more powerful with the ability to find specific moments and clips. Excuse me. Now, this is a great feature for all users, but it can be incredibly valuable for users who are blind or low vision. And we've used AI and machine learning to enable Siri to better recognize atypical speech. Again, this can represent independence and dignity for a range of users with disabilities that affect speech, such as a stutter or dysarthria. Now, beyond just making an impact, accessibility also drives innovation. We believe that when you design with accessibility in mind, you make a better product for everyone. And throughout history, you can find countless examples of this. Technology once developed for people with disabilities being used everywhere. With the introduction of Apple Watch 10 years ago, we started on a new journey to empower people to be at the center of health and live a better life. We made sure Apple Watch was accessible from the start, including VoiceOver, our built-in screen reader for the blind, so that even without any sight, you could access all of the watch's features. But then we faced another question. How does somebody with one arm navigate Watch? So our team went to work. And in 2021, we introduced Assistive Touch, a comprehensive alternative to touch for interactions and activities with Apple Watch. Just by clenching or pinching your hand, people with limb differences or other disabilities could tap the display, press and turn the digital crown, swipe between screens, or really do any of the things that you can do on an Apple Watch. We also made it customizable, like so many of our accessibility features, to make sure the feature worked in the best ways for each user who needs to use it. Assistive Touch uses the built-in sensors on Apple Watch and machine learning algorithms to respond to the movements in your muscles and tendons in your arm to tell the watch how to respond. Now, you can see this accessibility-driven innovation across the Apple ecosystem. Today, users with and without disabilities control their Apple Watch with one hand using double tap. And with things like Apple Intelligence, you can type to communicate with Siri where you can't or don't want to speak using Type to Siri, a feature that's incredibly important for users with disabilities. Accessibility can also birth all new types of experiences that have never been there before, like vehicle motion cues, which can help reduce the effects of motion sickness when looking at an iPhone or an iPad in a car. Please only do this if you're the passenger, not the driver. That's new in iOS 18 this year. So vehicle motion cues is so simple but powerful, using animated dots on the edges of your screen that move with vehicle motion. This works to address the kind of sensory conflict that you feel when using a device in a moving vehicle, and it can help reduce motion sickness just by turning on this feature in the accessibility settings. Or there's music haptics, a brand new feature that offers a whole new way for users who are deaf or hard of hearing to enjoy music. Thanks to the power of the Taptic engine in iPhone, Music Haptics plays music through taps, textures, and refined vibrations. So deaf and hard of hearing users can dance, can exercise, can literally feel the music right on the device that they carry around with them every day. In addition to the deaf community, we're actually getting great feedback that so many people are loving this in iOS 18. And that's innovation for everyone. Finally, in addition to impact and innovation, accessibility has the power to disrupt social stigma and reduce isolation. There are 1.5 billion people in the world living with hearing loss, and most of those have mild to moderate hearing loss. But global research shows us that hearing loss often goes untreated. According to our own large-scale Apple hearing study with the University of Michigan, 75% of participants who are diagnosed with hearing loss do not get the assistive support that they need. So where do we come in? Well, for starters, we've been supporting hearing accessibility for decades. Going all the way back into the 80s, we had things like visual alerts built into our computers to support deaf and hard of hearing users. And we've always been committed to ensuring that our products not only support, but embrace the needs of users who are hard of hearing. And that's why we were pioneers in the use of Bluetooth LE for audio, creating the first LEA protocol to support connecting a streaming audio directly from a hearing aid to a cell phone. And that was more than 10 years ago. Since then, we've introduced awareness and hearing accessibility features such as headphone audio levels, headphone accommodations, and Conversation Boost, all of which support hard of hearing users to customize their hearing experience across Apple devices. All of those features also work seamlessly with AirPods Pro, which is the best-selling headphones in the world. Now, we know people already rely on AirPods Pro 2 throughout their day to listen to their favorite media. So we thought, what if we combine the powerful foundation of the acoustic technology within AirPods Pro 2, our groundbreaking health initiatives, plus our long-standing commitment to accessibility to do something about this huge issue? Well, that's what we did. And that's why we're thrilled to be introducing a first-of-its-kind end-to-end hearing experience with AirPods Pro 2. These features are focused on 3 pillars of prevention, awareness, and assistance, with loud sound reduction, a scientifically validated hearing test, and a clinical-grade hearing capability as well. So let's start with prevention. Now, loud sound reduction helps to prevent exposure to loud environmental noise. Then with hearing test, you can quickly take a clinically validated hearing test in about 5 minutes in the comfort of your own home. Finally, with hearing aid, we brought together years of learnings and powerful team of software engineers, designers, clinicians, acoustic engineers, and more to build a first-of-its-kind regulated hearing aid software feature. Like all we do in accessibility at Apple, the hearing aid feature is personalized and customizable. And by building hearing aid into AirPods Pro 2, alongside features to promote awareness and prevention, we're offering all the assistive power of a clinical-grade hearing aid built into a product that millions of people already own and are already comfortable wearing. That's fantastic for being able to mitigate that social stigma. Now, these features are already available in more than 100 countries and regions around the world today to help users prevent exposure to potentially harmful environmental noise, bring education and awareness to their hearing levels over time, and assist them in better connecting to the world around them. Now, this is what we mean when we say accessibility is a core value at Apple. And these are just a few of the many Apple accessibility features. We believe deeply in the disability community mantra of nothing about us without us, which means that in everything we do, we center the voices and experiences of people with disabilities. We don't build for a community, we build with a community. And we work closely with the disability communities, both inside and outside of Apple, and look to community organizations for deep collaboration. 2024 has been a fantastic year for accessibility at Apple. And as we look ahead at our 40th year of doing accessibility at Apple, we continue to build upon that commitment of accessibility for vision, speech, hearing, physical motor, and cognitive. Because at our core, we believe that accessibility is a human right, and that the world's best technology should respond to everyone's needs, including people with disabilities. Thank you.